Hey guys, the name is Kris Barocsi. Welcome to Guitar Tweakz. This is going to be a short video on a subject many of us underestimate or are even afraid of doing, and that's experimenting with pickup height, especially with humbuckers, and adjusting the adjustable pull pieces, the ones with the screw heads. In case you enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and check out the description box under the video. It's packed full with interesting stuff, gear links, timestamps, additional infos, etc. I just adjusted the pickup height on my Les Paul this morning. I couldn't sleep last night because I had this in my head. I got way closer to my ideal humbucker sound thanks to that. I want to share this with you guys and hopefully inspire you to try out and do the same thing on your guitar. Most of us will know the main thing that changes if you rise the pickups higher, like closer to the strings, or put them way down, which makes the humbucker go further away from the strings. And that's gonna be the volume change. If you have your pickups way down, far away from the strings, you have less volume. If you go real close to the strings, you have tons of volume. Louder is not always better. We have modern amps or digital multi-effects. We have all the gain we want. You don't need those pickups to be super loud. It's not the 70s anymore, right? We have enough gain on tap. What also changes if you change the pickup height is the sound, actually. And that's very important to consider. If your pickups go further away from the strings, you will have sort of a hollow sound, less top end, less bass end, less punch, less compression, and obviously less volume too. If you go real close to the strings, you have tons of everything. You'll have lots of volume, obviously, also bass, treble, mids, compression, everything. Your pickup will just shout all the time, shout, which is good if you want that. If you don't want your humbuckers to compress a lot, if you don't want them to sound woolly and sort of over the top, you should not go too close. So that's the basics. But on many humbuckers, you can also adjust the pull pieces of at least one coil. And with that, you can play a lot in terms of sound quality and EQ curve and everything. So at the beginning, I had the adjustable pull pieces sort of flush with the top of the pickup. Here I have a cover, a nickel cover, so it had the same height as the nickel cover. And this one is open, which means that they were like in all the way. And this is how that sounds. The pickup height is pretty normal for PAFs. This is right now around 3 millimeters for the neck pickup. This one is around 1.7-ish millimeter on both ends. And this is how that sounds. Now, I quite enjoy this guitar. Obviously, from the first day on, I bought it. That's why I spend my money on it. But still, I want to fine-tune it to get the most out of it and enjoy it as much as I enjoy my main guitar, which is a single coil guitar, that tally right over there. So let's lower the pickups, both pickups, quite a bit, and raise those adjustable pull pieces, the ones with the screw head again. Obviously, you should not overdo it. I'll show you some close-ups of how I adjusted it, and just try for yourself. It's so interesting how the bass response and the clarity and the compression of the guitar changes. I'll play something with the pickups as they are right now and play the same thing with the lower pickup settings with the pull pieces up higher. All of a sudden, the neck pickup has more clarity, less bass, which is awesome because Les Paul neck pickups tend to be a little woolly and sort of too warm. And the bridge pickup has become a little more hunky, a little more nasal, kong, 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 which is not necessarily something you want to have, but it's nice to know that that's an option. That makes a Les Paul and humbucker guitars sound a little more characteristic and a little more vintagey, like old school. I love mojo and character, and I will play with it. I definitely love the neck pickup as it is now, way better than before. Sometimes you just don't need new pickups. You just have to adjust the pickup height, and if it's a humbucker or adjustable pole piece pickup like a P90 also is, and humbucker is in many cases, just try it out. Just try to lower the pickup, raise that coil. You might figure out that your guitar has way more options than you thought. Okay, so this is going to be really interesting. I have this Harley Benton Fusion 2 guitar, which I love to play, and overall, it's a really nice guitar. What I don't love are the humbuckers because I sort of miss a little sparkle or openness when they're in humbucker mode. You can coil split them, which sounds surprisingly fantastic, but in humbucker, I just miss that chime, that kind of openness, what I love about single coil pickups. So to get closer to it, I was planning on swapping the pickups. I want to see what happens to this guitar. So this is the original state of the pickups. These are sort of medium outputs, passive humbuckers. The height is about the same, which is going to be a little under 2 millimeters for the bridge pickup and around 3 millimeters for the neck pickup. And the pull pieces are screwed in as much as they can. So they're like flush with the surface of the nickel covers. No big surprises there. I've heard the same effect on this guitar as on my Les Paul. If you lower the pickups, you will have more clarity and an airy sound, if that's even a word. If you're using tons of gain, none of this is really relevant or not that much relevant, because all that clipping, all that distortion will bring out the harmonics anyhow. So this top end and the chugginess comes due to all that gain more than the top end of the pickup. I remember swapping pickups in an older Les Paul of mine. It was a mid-90s Les Paul Custom. And I went through, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 sets of pickups. One thing that almost never changes is the guitar's character. So you will have some volume differences, of course, depending on the output of the pickups you put in, tonal differences in terms of EQ, fine-tuning, but the main resonance and the sustain of the guitar is there, it's given. It's the mixture of all the components, your bridge, quality, all the wood parts, all the electronics, everything, even the nut, the fret material, all of that. So make sure to set up your pickups the best possible way before you decide on not liking them at all and swapping them out again and again and again. You guys take it easy. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any questions, let me know down there in the comment section. Otherwise, have a fantastic week, and we will see each other very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.